Good morning, children. In this session, we'll take up breathing respiratory cycle. We all know what is breathing. Breathing is taking in air and giving out carbon dioxide. Now let's see what is respiratory cycle. Respiratory cycle comprises of inspiration, expiration and a very short respiratory pause. So what's inspiration? Inspiration is breathing in or inhalation, and expiration is exhalation and breathing out. Before we discuss inspiration in detail, I would like you to know certain terms: thoracic cavity, ribs, intercostal muscles and diaphragm. Thoracic cavity. Thoracic cavity, it is also called chest cavity. This cavity encloses our lungs and heart. Thoracic cavity comprises of ribs. These ribs protect our heart and lungs. There are 12 pairs of ribs, and these ribs are supported by muscles called intercostal muscles. We have external intercostal muscles and internal intercostal muscle. Now let's see what is a diaphragm. A diaphragm is a sheet of muscular tissue. Now let's proceed and study in detail about inspiration. Inspiration or inhalation is basically breathing in air. To let the air in, the thoracic cavity increases in size. Let's see how the thoracic cavity increases in size. The thoracic cavity increases due to the combined action of the ribs and the diaphragm. The external intercostal muscles contract and the ribs move upward and outward. The diaphragm contracts and flattens from dome-shaped outline to an almost horizontal plane. Thus, the thoracic cavity increases in size. Increase in the volume of chest cavity decreases the pressure inside it, due to which the outside air, being at a greater pressure, rushes in to equalize the pressure, and inhalation or inspiration takes place. Let's proceed and know about expiration or exhalation or giving out carbon dioxide. Expiration is the result of reverse movements of ribs and diaphragm. During expiration, the intercostal muscles relax and the ribs move in. The diaphragm also relaxes and moves upwards to its dome-like outline. As a result, the volume of the thoracic cavity is decreased and the lungs are compressed, forcing the air out into the atmosphere. Children, you can watch for yourself how during inspiration the thoracic cavity moves upwards and outwards, and during expiration the thoracic cavity moves inwards and downwards. Children, when you study this topic, you should keep in mind about the different changes that takes place during inspiration and expiration, and also know how to differentiate between inspiration and expiration. Children, you should also know that the air inside the lungs is never replaced completely. There is always some air left in the respiratory passages. Quality-wise, the expired air contains less oxygen than the inspired air. It contains more carbon dioxide than the inspired air. It also contains more water vapor than the inspired air. It is comparatively warmer than the inspired air and may also contain some bacteria. Breathing movements are controlled by the respiratory center located in the medulla oblongata of the brain. More carbon dioxide content in the blood, faster is the breathing. Even though breathing is an involuntary action, we can consciously increase or decrease the rate of extent of breathing. That's it for today, children. We'll continue the rest part of the chapter in the next session. Take care. Thank you.